Hello and welcome to Live from the Bunker with FUBAR, and today we're going to be starting the first part in a series I'm going to be doing about Star Wars The Old Republic, a slash review slash let's play slash just me talking about Star Wars and this particular game. This past week the game was having a double experience points promotion, so I thought I'd give the game another chance. I played it a long time ago, and didn't get all that into it, but this past week I have gotten into it, and I'm really digging it. Should you give it a try? Absolutely. I'm just going to say that right now, especially since it's free to play. There's no risk involved right there. Love free to play games. Love them. And moving on, this game has had a little bit of controversy. It cost a lot of money to make, and after the first couple of months, subscription rates kind of nosedived. A lot of people went through the entire game, got to the end game content, and were not impressed and just dropped it, which is, bad for them. But once again, it's really hard to do an MMO these days with a monthly subscription fee, with so many of them going free to play. I think it's very difficult for any RPG to go with a subscription fee, even when it has like a huge license behind it, like Star Wars. People just do not dig that because there are so many other games that don't do that to you. This is not a pay-to-win game, which a lot of people complain about free-to-play games, that if you spend a little bit of money, you're going to be much more powerful than people who are playing for free. I have not noticed that personally. I've played with a few people who do have subscriptions, people who do not. It just, it depends on how much time you want to put in the game, but it is not free, pay-to-win. So that out of the way right there. If you're willing to put the time in to level up your character and get the cool stuff, you can do it without having to spend a dime on this game. But you should, because there's a lot of cool things in this game, and you want to see this game succeed. The graphics are very good. You probably can't tell because of the resolution of this video, because I'm using very subpar recording software and editing software, but the graphics are absolutely beautiful. Your world is incredibly detailed. I'll be posting a comparison of the different graphical settings and how the game looks on my blog. Look for the link in the description of this video to check out the different resolutions and just how detailed this world is. Just a lot of love went into this, and I hope this game lasts a very long time, because I'm a big Star Wars fan, and this is like the dream game, being able to play a character in the Star Wars universe and being able to play it how you want it. Much more of a sandbox kind of an experience, which is really neat. You get to choose between either being with the Empire or with the Republic, and you actually get choices in this game. Whenever you're talking to an NPC, you get like a choice of like 2 or 3 different things that you can say or do, including, I'm playing the Bounty Hunter right now, and there come certain parts in the game where you can make a moralistic choice between either doing the right thing or doing the thing that gets you more money, or the thing that you just want to do. I've been playing a bounty hunter, so lots of like morally ambiguous behavior, and in little side quests you get from characters, there's usually like 1 or 2 choices where you can either like do the right thing and get light side points, or you can do the bad thing and get dark side points. So even if you were playing on the Imperial side of things, you still could accumulate light side points and be a good guy just fighting for the bad guys. And the same thing with, being a Jedi or a smuggler or a trooper from the light side, from the Republic side of things. And you really do start feeling like you're a part of this world, and it's just amazing the amount of freedom that you're given to play things your own way. Which is really fascinating, and most video games do not get that detailed, especially when they claim that they're giving you the choice of doing the right thing or the wrong thing. Like trying to do that kind of morality role play in video games has rarely been done well, but in this game it does it very well, depending on what you say to NPCs and what times you talk to them and what things you do. They do react. At what point in the game you're going to get a companion, and the more that you bond with that companion, the more that you do things that they think are cool, they gain affection towards you, and because of that they move faster, they are better, and that's a pretty cool little mechanic that they put in there. To like actually have the characters interact in that way. That's amazing. I love it. But, you know, at the same time, sometimes they trip you up with, you know, I'm playing the bounty hunter class, and I was with my companion, and I made a choice to kill a person and get the credits for their bounty rather than just letting them bribe me and let them escape. I chose to just kill them, and my companion was kind of like, "Oh my God, how could you possibly do that?" And I'm like, "I'm a bounty hunter, for crying out loud. We're the bad guys. This is what we're supposed to be doing." So that was kind of messed up. You know, I did what, you know, was in character for me, but apparently my companion did not dig that and got kind of pissed at me because of that, and I lost points in affection because of that. But yeah, it's very highly detailed. Like, you have to watch what you say and what you do, because your choices will really affect how you play the game, and that's incredible. This is definitely every playing game player's dream in a computer game. Like, few role-playing games in video games have given you the kind of freedom that this game has. Like, anyone who's played D&D or any other tabletop role-playing game, you really have control over what you're doing. And in most video game RPGs, you don't have that kind of control. In this one, you definitely do, and it's awesome. You have a lot more freedom than you would normally be given in an RPG, which is just great. So if you're an RPG fan, definitely check it out. Also, check it out if you are a Star Wars fan, because there are just loads of really cool, neat little things in here. One thing that I'm going to bring up, which kind of ticked me off, very poor choice in what races you can be in the game. They're all basically just reskinned humans, and that was really disappointing. They didn't have any of the more exotic species from the Star Wars universe available to be player characters. There's loads of NPCs that you see, but you only get a choice of like a few races. Even if you are a subscriber, you get a choice to a lot more if you're a subscriber, but they're not all that different and not all that interesting. It's kind of like the Star Trek syndrome, where, you know, you just put a little ridge on someone's nose or something, and all of a sudden they're an alien. You know, Star Wars never really did that. They had, like, you know, the aliens in Star Wars were aliens. You know, there was much more variety, and you would think that they would have given you more of a choice of different character races that you could play, but they did not, sadly. And I don't know why they went that direction, if they're planning on, you know, releasing more further down the road or what. But, you know, more character race choices would be nice. That being said, that's really the only stumbling block I have so far. That, and like once in a while the camera gets a little wonky. I really dig the interface for this game. You got a little mini-map that shows you what direction you're supposed to be going in for whatever particular mission you're on, which is good for me because I always get freaking lost in, you know, games this large. And it is a large world that you're playing. And like the first world that you're on seems so massive, and that's just the beginning of the game. There are multiple planets in this game, multiple locations to go to, and multiple paths you can take. It really is a massive game, and there's just so much detail put into all of it. Just like little things, like I was just you know, at the trader earlier today, buying some gear, and like overhead, some like just out of nowhere, like, you know, some spaceships like flew overhead. It's just like little like flavor things like that that really help you get immersed in the game and feel like you're a part of that universe. It really feels like you're in this universe when you're playing, which is something that very few games are able to capture, but this one does it perfectly. And if you like Star Wars like I do, you will love this because it feels like you're actually in this universe. Moving on from that, the music is amazing. It's all the original Star Wars compositions, and it is just great. It fits perfectly into the game. The voice acting is perfect. They got very good people, like no really bad dialogue reads or anything. Like everyone is doing their best as far as the voice acting goes, and as far as the detail in this universe goes, and as far as these stories go. This is very good storytelling too. Most people ignore the story in most MMOs, but I always pay attention because I dig the story. I love the story. And a lot of role-playing games do not pay that much attention to the story anymore, and that saddens me because you know, some of the greatest games I've ever played, stuff like Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy II, great stories, and you know, I wanted to see how this was going to pan out. And this game really does present you with an interesting, cool story. So far I've only played the bounty hunter and the trooper from the Republic for a while. Like, I played all the different classes a little bit just to figure out which ones I kind of dug. And I've played a lot more with the trooper and the bounty hunter than I have with the other classes. And the main storyline that's going on in this game that you're a part of really is cool, and I really can't wait to see what's going to happen next after I complete my next mission. But it also gives you the freedom to do lots of side quests, which is really cool because it's a great way to grind up and get more experience points, and of course be able to totally destroy whatever is coming at you next, which is something I love to do. I really love to play a powerful character who can just mow down anything in his path, so I can get on with what the main story is and I can find out how all of this is going to end. And yeah, the way that you interact with the other people and how that will affect the story, it's all just so well done. I've rarely seen, I don't think I've ever seen actually, this level of detail and work and love put into an MMO, which is cool. I mean, I've played several different MMOs, a little bit here, a little bit there, a lot of DC Universe Online. That was the first one that I really got obsessed with, but this blows that out of the water in terms of storytelling. So yes, you definitely want to check out this game if you have not already. That being said, I think I've gushed about this game enough, and if you have not tried it, you definitely should. Next time I'm going to go a little bit more into detail of the different character classes. Thank you for watching, live from the bunker with FUBAR, and I will see you next time. Peace.